Hey everybody, this is Rebel Builder and I have here my TIE Fighter MOC. What I'm going to do is a little tutorial here for you. Really, I just kind of want to give you a look at the inner workings of this thing and hopefully inspire you guys out there to build your own and come up with an even better design. You know, I'm really happy with what I came up with here, but you know, there's so many possibilities, so many different kind of parts, so many different techniques that there's got to be better designs than this one out there too. So let's start here with the side panels. Now these are going to be easy, so go out and download the directions for the first order TIE Fighter. And the outside construction is going to be exactly the same as those, just flip the colors around. The only exception is I used a little 1x1 plate here and then a couple of stud jumpers here instead of the parts that are on that set. And this little piece here in the middle, that comes from either Vader's TIE Advanced or the TIE Advanced prototype. So the changes start happening here on the inside. So again, the construction on how this thing hooks in is exactly the same, but I wanted to put the cross beams in here. So these are pretty easy. These are, you know, just a couple of jumpers with these plates, kind of stick them in the middle there. And then here I did this kind of construction, kind of 4 long, 4 long, 4 long. And here I'm using these kind of 2x2 L plates. You know, you can kind of use whatever you need to. But here I used the hinge plates, which are underneath this guy. And this is like a 1x10 with a round stud there. And it kind of just really mimics what's on the opposite side of this whole thing. The other cool aspect of this is I only have to show you half. Don't have to show you both sides. So here, this is the cross beam connecting the cockpit to the side panels. So I have a 2x8 plate here, 2x3, 2x2 here, and then you can see I just have a couple of yellow bricks here, but I have one of these black 2x2 kind of L pieces and then the 2x1 L pieces, and I have that on both sides. Next up, add a couple of these pieces, and for the connections here, you need these hook pieces. So we're going to stick 4 of these on here. The other cool aspect about only showing you guys one half of this vehicle is I can look at the other side to remember how I built it. So we got those guys on either side, so that's what's going to grab onto the sides. And then I put a jumper here on either side. And next we're going to layer it up with some plates. Got a 2x4, 2x8, a 2x3. Next we have a 2x1 plate with a jumper on top, another jumper down here, and then one of the 2x1 round slopes. Stick that in between the jumpers. And then kind of do the same technique with the jumpers on the front and the back. The 2x1 round slope. Flip it around, another jumper, another 2x1 round slope. And then for the bottom, use a 2x1 plate, and then this is that really cool new 2x1 inverted slope. I was really looking for an excuse to use those, but I got them underneath there. Then some 2x4 wedge plates on the front and the back. And then on the back here, use one of the 2x1 cheese slopes. Now here's the bottom of the cockpit. This is built with one of those 4x6 inverted pieces. You know, this is going to be on the TIE Advanced prototype or Vader's TIE. And then this is where you would put your spring-loaded shooters in through there, and you would need one of the 1x6 inverted pieces back here in the back. I chose not to do that, so I have just slopes back there. And I just built this section up with some plates here for the seat to hold the front canopy on the front. You kind of had this little construction here, one of these L pieces to hold these onto the front, and then you got the little hook here to hold the control yoke. Now I'm just going to build this guy up really quick, you know, just using the different slopes, and I just tried to give it different size slopes, you know, a 2x1, 1x3, 2x2, and then here in the front, you know, these angle pieces. And then here in this piece is, you know, a 1x1 brick with the stud on the side. Another angled brick. And that's kind of my front construction. It's not the most sturdy here. You can see this is really just a row, 3 rows of bricks here. I did some black ones here in the back. I got a couple of rows of transparent red just to kind of give it that empire look. And here I'm just going to try to build it up here in the back, taking the parts off the one section, sticking them on there. This piece, the little Technic brick there, that's going to hold on the rear radar dish piece. Another 1x4 brick. Okay, a couple of rows of 1x4s on either side. And then for the back, we need more of the angled bricks at 2x1. And then I'm kind of proud of this slope, this technique here. I have a jumper going to the side and then a light gray cheese slope. Stick each of those on the back like this. And you can see how it's starting to kind of build up and look like cockpit. So then this section, we have 1x4, and I'm using black, you don't have to use black. And then 2x1 plate, a 2x1 plate, 1x3 slopes. And that fits on top of that. And then for this section, a 1x4. And then I'm using some of these pieces here on the side because I had to do a 2x1 plate, a 1x4 plate, and then this piece. And this is all to get the right depth so that the top of the cockpit fits on. Actually need to back up a step here. Take these 1x3s off, and then I do a row here, a 2x1, and a 3x1 brick. Then I can put these 1x3 slopes back on, and then 1x2 slopes here in the front. And then the front little section is more of these angled pieces here, and then a 1x4 plate and 1x4 tile, and that's kind of the front section there. And next we're ready to put our side connections in here on either side, and then some slopes here on top, and that kind of holds that whole section in. And it's also kind of just trying to layer the slopes and give it, you know, kind of a round look. And then here on the front, another little kind of rounding layering technique I did is put a tile here, and then we had this brick with the stud on the side here and a 1x1 plate on top of that. And then I used a 2x1 round slope to stick on there. Now initially I had a jumper here, but it doesn't quite line up vertically. Then we can click the cockpit here in front. Same with the top piece. Now both of these pieces again are from Vader's TIE Advanced or the TIE Advanced prototype. Really great pieces. And then in the back, I kind of cheated the technique here a little bit. So I have a 6x6 inverted dish, and then I just have this round tile here with the printed little vent on that. Maybe that's from the Millennium Falcon, I'm not sure. And then here, a little Technic pin, you know, one of the little bit extra long ones. So I stick that guy in there, and then I push this into the Technic pin, or the Technic brick. Now it's not quite long enough to go all the way in there to snap, but it certainly stays there and is sturdy enough. And then from here, just grab your side panels. You know, I use yellow for these little hinges under here. You know, they were a different color on the first order tie. Those literally just snap in there like that. Well, if you're interested in taking a stab at building this thing, I hope this helps. I did the best I could. If you guys have other suggestions on a better way to do this, let me know. I don't really want to take the time to model this in LED and do it that way. So this is kind of what I came up with. And if you guys do build this, I would love to see pictures. So hit me up on Instagram, leave me a link in the comment down below. I would love to see this kind of get replicated out in the universe. And also too, if you come up with changes or refinements or a better way to do some of these sections, I'd love to see that too. You know, this could definitely be improved. But leave me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts and share your pictures and your experiences with this. Thumbs up this video. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Got some great videos in the works. You don't want to miss out. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back soon.